Hello everyone, my name is Krishna Prasad and I am from mechanical background. And today in this topic we are going to discuss about difference between additive manufacturing as well as subtractive manufacturing. First, let's discuss about what is a manufacturing technology and what is manufacturing process. Simple, manufacturing technique is nothing but it is a process in between from raw material to end product. That is nothing but a manufacturing process. In simple words, what is a manufacturing process if anyone asks? Then I will tell you in a textbook definition. That is, manufacturing technology provides the tools that enables production for manufacturing goods. When comes to a simple definition, manufacturing technology is nothing but it is a process. Okay, from the raw material to the desired output is nothing but a manufacturing technology or a manufacturing concept or manufacturing process, whatever it may be. So the simple definition is this. Okay, so what exactly we are doing in a manufacturing? Okay, see, if I want to prepare a key like this one, all I need to do is I need a raw material and I need this desired design and I will cut it according to the shape. This is nothing but a manufacturing. Okay, and this one, all I want is I need a design and I will print it in the manufacturing, or at least this one. See, I want this type of design. All I need is again a design file and I will print it in the 3D printer. Everything is a machining. This one is additive manufacturing and this one is a subtractive manufacturing. Okay. So today in this session we are going to discussing about what actually this additive manufacturing differs from subtractive manufacturing. Where exactly this additive manufacturing will be useful and where exactly the subtractive manufacturing will be useful, and what are the factors that will play a crucial role in additive as well as subtractive manufacturing things. So first let me tell you one more thing. The main principle of this manufacturing system is it is a continuous process. Okay, whether it is a small, big, large, or whatever it may be. If you take a simple plant, if you take a mini plant, or a maximum or a large plant, so everything in every plant, the process is nothing but manufacturing. Okay, the process from the raw material to end product is nothing but a manufacturing concept or a manufacturing flow or a manufacturing concepts. Okay, today in this session we are going to discuss all in elaborate way. First, the overview of this manufacturing concept. The manufacturing concept mainly depends upon main factors. Okay, we call it as the aspects of manufacturing technology. The first one is raw material. For every manufacturing, for every process, the main thing is raw material. So if at all the raw material is depending upon the type of end output. So if I want this type of output, all the raw material I need is some steel chips or bars, MS, whatever it may be. If at all I need this type of output, then I need a raw material called as a PLA or composites depending upon the output. Okay. So the first aspect of the manufacturing concept is raw material, and the second aspect of raw manufacturing technology is missions. Okay. So if at all I want to prepare an operation, if at all I want to prepare subtractive manufacturing, all I need is a mission. Again, which mission is perfect for which operation? That we need to discuss. That we need to opt before starting the process. That is a second aspect of manufacturing technology. That is a mission. When it comes to the third aspect, that is nothing but a procedure. See, we are having raw material, we are having the manufacturing missions. Then the third one is procedure. What type of procedure we need to incur in that mission for getting desired output. So that is called as a procedure. Same thing. I am taking the similar example. If I want this procedure, then if I want this application, then I need a SS or the metal input. Then the second thing is the missions. Okay, and the third one is procedure, whether I need to cut it horizontally, whether I need to cut it in the desired manner. That will be a procedure. Okay, then the fourth main aspect is nothing but time. Again, the time is a crucial for all the manufacturing, all the missions and everything. Why? Because if at all I am using two different missions, this operation can be performed in two different missions. One is a manual mission and one is a conventional mission. Okay, sorry, conventional mission as well as CNC mission. In conventional mission, I am getting some 2 hours for designing this product, and whereas in CNC, I am getting this product developed in 20 minutes. And which should I suppose to choose? Obviously CNC. Even the cost factor is more, but the productivity, the quantity of the output which I am getting is more. That will plays a crucial role in terms of Okay, production in manufacturing industries. And the final concept, final aspect in the manufacturing technology is nothing but time. Sorry, cost. Okay, cost is also one of the major things. Same as we discussed, we have already selected raw material, we already selected mission, we already selected producer, we already calculate the time, but the end product will be calculated upon cost. Okay, so if at all I am preparing this object in a conventional mission, okay, in a conventional mission in 20 minutes, okay, in 20 minutes with some units of cost. Let's take one piece, it's at 2 rupees. But when I go to the CNC machine, the same product will be reached in 5 minutes, and the cost that absorbs is some 10 rupees. Then which should I supposed to choose? Same, the less cost and the more the productivity. So I am choosing the lower cost one. See, so this is the manufacturing concepts aspects. So again I am telling you the aspects means it's nothing but the concepts for the manufacturing technology will be crucially depends upon these things: raw material, mission, procedure, time, as well as money. Okay, so while coming into the basic type of machinings or basic type of manufacturing, there are two types of manufacturing. One is additive manufacturing, other one is a subtractive manufacturing. Okay, so all the manufacturing concepts will be go into these two sections only. So first thing, additive manufacturing. Well, coming into the additive manufacturing, additive manufacturing is nothing but so adding of material. Okay, whereas in simple definition, additive manufacturing is nothing but adding the material to the base or the previous one. Whereas subtractive manufacturing is nothing but removing the material from the base block. That is nothing but a subtractive manufacturing. Okay, while so I'll give you some examples regarding the additive manufacturing as well as subtractive manufacturing. First, I will tell you the subtractive manufacturing. Subtractive manufacturing. Why? Because this is easier one. Subtractive manufacturing, we are going to see this in every industry or every mission, every job floor, every workshop, and everything. These are nothing but our conventional missions, simple called lathe missions, milling missions, CNC missions, grinders, everything. These are all known as subtractive missions. Okay, where we used to remove the material from the base block or cylinder or whatever it may be. We are remove the part and we are removing the material, and finally we are obtaining the piece by subtracting the material from the base material. That is known as subtractive manufacturing. When it comes to the additive manufacturing nothing but if you are a design. So I want to prepare a cavity like this. Okay, all I need to do is first I need to design this. Okay, whether in a designing software or whatever it may be. So I need to design that software, design this product in the software, and I will convert this diagram into stereolithography. That's a different concept. And why? Because this concept will play a crucial role in additive manufacturing. There are so many processes in additive manufacturing, like the basic one is nothing but castings. So we all know what is a casting. Casting is nothing but adding of material. Okay, so where we are adding the raw material in terms of molten form, liquid form, into a die or a cavity or nothing but so, and we are waiting for some time, and then we will get this desired outputs. One of the method is casting and the other is forging, casting. Okay, like that there will be some injection molding also there. Okay, so like there is another method in the additive manufacturing nothing but 3D printing concept. It's called as additive manufacturing, 3D concepts. Okay, 3D printers, we call it as a 3D printers. Okay, so in this we are going to discussing about completely concepts of additive manufacturing as well as subtractive manufacturing. Okay, first let me tell you the main difference between additive manufacturing and subtractive manufacturing. Like already discussed, subtractive is nothing but removing material from the base block, whereas additive manufacturing is nothing but adding layer by layer, step by step to the base and getting the final output. Let me tell you an example. See, this is some shape, and if you clearly observe, there will be some layers will be there. Okay, so this part is prepared by preparing layers, step by step layers. First it is created by the base layer. After that it will go into the next layer. Like that it will complete the whole process. See, I will show you the similar example again, this one also. If I want to prepare this object, then simple thing. In additive manufacturing, first the base will be prepared. After that some layers will be formed on, see, some layers will be formed on one on the above, and finally the object will be prepared. Okay, this is called as additive manufacturing. The main difference between additive manufacturing and subtractive manufacturing is, in additive manufacturing we can prepare any objects, okay, whereas subtractive manufacturing there will be some constraints. Why? Because in subtractive manufacturing we can't prepare hollow objects. Why? Because the bond, like I will explain you that in later, okay. Let me conclude in clear. So in additive manufacturing, layers of completely step-by-step layers will be prepared, whereas in subtractive manufacturing, step-by-step material will be removed to get the desired output. If the same object I want to prepare in subtractive manufacturing, all I need is if I want to prepare this in subtractive manufacturing, then I need to pick a block, this type of block, and I need to remove material step by step according to my design, okay, like this. And one more thing, where exactly this concept will be suitable, whether this additive manufacturing or this subtractive manufacturing, where exactly these applications will be suitable, that we need to discuss. First, if at all my object is hollow, okay, hollow means nothing but, so if at all my object is like this cavity and it is having some complex shape, then is it possible to discuss to derive this in subtractive manufacturing? It is possible, but it need lot of work, lot of skilled worker to do these operations. Even CNC mission, if we are having CNC mission, 5-axis mission, then we need to work for this completely and we will work on this. Whereas in 3D printer, there will be no need of this many skill work. Directly we need to design it and we will give it to the 3D printer. So that's where we will do this. Okay. When coming to the concepts, where exactly this 3D printing concept will be raised? So additive manufacturing. Additive manufacturing, I already told you, additive manufacturing nothing but casting. See, if I want to prepare, like I want to prepare an object like this and I don't want to waste any material, then definitely I need to choose additive manufacturing. Why? Because in additive manufacturing technology, in additive manufacturing process, the wastage will be completely minimum, or I will say is zero, less, okay. Whereas coming to the subtractive manufacturing, the wastage will be more in forms of chips, okay, in forms of scrap. There will be lot of removal rate will be there in subtractive manufacturing. That is one of the main difference between these two. And one more thing, the concept is suitable. So which concept is suitable? Which material is suitable for additive manufacturing? Additive manufacturing is nothing but, in additive manufacturing technology, we use layers, in layer wise printing, okay, printing techniques. In this layer wise printing techniques, so the main process is we need to melt the metal, as we discussed in casting also. So the casting is for melting the material and poured into the dies or molds, whatever it may be, and we are preparing the objects. That is nothing but casting. Whereas in other forms, in 3D printing or in additive manufacturing concepts, same thing. We are melting the raw material, whether it may be a reinforced steels, plastic, composites, whatever it may be. We are just melting down the raw material and we are pouring them according to our design. That is nothing but additive manufacturing. Whereas in subtractive manufacturing, we are directly removing the material. Okay, whether it may be steel, aluminum, plastic, whatever it may be, we are just removing the material and getting the things to be done, okay, by removing the material. That is nothing but a subtractive manufacturing concept. And even when coming to the preparation of complex parts, if I want to prepare some complex parts, then I can definitely readily choose this additive manufacturing. Why? Because all we need to do is to design and to give it to additive manufacturing. So automatically it will prepare. Same thing, if we want to prepare some complex shapes, then it is difficult to perform subtractive manufacturing. Why? Because in subtractive manufacturing, only up to, see, if we are taking some CNC milling, so it is having 3 axes, X, Y, and Z. We can operate it in these directions. If at all we want to prepare some other complex shapes like turbines, and we need to go for 5-axis machine. And for 5-axis machine again, we go for operating different type of operations. So we go for the cam and we will do the process. It is like a bigger process. So if at all our job is a complex one, then it is easier to pick additive manufacturing. Okay, if at all I want to prepare objects with internally hollow, okay, if at all there is a solid object which is hollow from inside, that can be prepared in additive manufacturing. Why? Because additive manufacturing we are starting from, okay, I will tell you this. The concept of additive manufacturing will be different from concept of subtractive manufacturing. In additive manufacturing, we are going to bottom-up method, which means first the bottom layer will be prepared and then the upper layers will be formed. that is called as a bottom up. Whereas in subtractive manufacturing, top down assembly, top down operations will be there. First we need to remove the material from top and it will come to the bottom. So in that case it is impossible to perform an object which need to be hollow. So in that aspect additive manufacturing plays a crucial role. Okay, that is the main thing. When compared to the materials, if at all I want to prepare a plastic material, plastic object, then it is easy to go for additive manufacturing. If at all I go for composite, it is easy to go for additive manufacturing. If at all I want to prepare some metal also, reinforced metal or some metal will be there, okay, flowable metal, then it is easy to go for this 3D printing. Even I can perform all the operations, plastic, wood, composites, metal, everything in subtractive manufacturing also. But in subtractive manufacturing, the problem is with it will remove the material and the wastages will be more. Okay, well, coming to L2 manufacturing, time. So if at all we are talking about the time stream main, so in manufacturing approaches we have discussed about raw material, mission, processor, time, cost. Okay, well, coming these aspects in this L2 manufacturing. So if at all we want to prepare these manufacturing approaches in L2 manufacturing, then all we need to do is first one is raw material. So for this 3D printing, for this additive manufacturing, the raw material will be any sort of plastic, metal, or it may be we need in a liquidity form. So when second one is missions. Well, coming to the missions, again in additive manufacturing we need missions like injection molding for plastic operations, blow molding for plastic operations, some molds and dies for liquid operations or whatever it may be, some different type of applications, and some plastic 3D printers like 3D printers for plastic applications or composite applications. So we are done with the missions also. And the third concept is procedure. Again in additive manufacturing we need to follow certain type of procedures. If we consider about 3D printer, it will follow some STL, steel lithography layers. If we go for molds and dies, it will follow some pour and resin like concepts. If we go for injection molding, it will go for a blow principles will be there, like. And well, after that we'll go into the time. One of the major crucial parts in additive manufacturing is time stream. Okay, the main thing that degrades additive manufacturing, I won't say degrade, it will be like a disadvantage in additive manufacturing is time. It will consume a lot of time. Okay, additive manufacturing will consume a lot of time. Because of this taking lot of time, it will give high productivity, high quality product as an output. So this is why most of the industries or most of the R&D centers or most of the new replica products will be developed in 3D printer. If at all I want to prepare a new concept like this, so in a 3D machine directly, so all I need to do is directly I will prepare this object and I will give it in the 3D printer for prototyping. If at all I will get this prototype exactly with my design, then I will go for the manufacturing. Okay, in this type of aspects, this will be plays a perfect role. So while coming to the subtractive manufacturing, again we will discuss about these approaches. So while coming into the raw material, so in subtractive manufacturing, the raw materials will be any material. So it may be steel, it may be iron, it may be plastic, it may be wax, or whatever it will be. So you can perform. While coming to the missions, same thing. So if you go for the mission, if you are going for the missions, then there are so many missions will be there. Milling missions will be there, turning missions, shaping, honing, CNC missions, 5-axis missions. There are many missions will be there for this type of subtractive operations. And while coming to the procedure, same. As we mentioned, like there will be number of missions will be there. Each and every machine will having separate procedure for removing of material. Okay. Well, coming to the time. So time is here major part, and time consuming for removing of the material will be less. If at all I want to prepare this object by removing material, hardly it will take 5 minutes for me. Whereas this I want to prepare this material in additive manufacturing, it will take 1 hour, 2 hours for me. Why? Because in additive manufacturing, the layer by layer production process will be happen. For that time, for that process, it will take lot of time to dry the previous layer and to dry the respective layers. Whereas in subtractive manufacturing, there is no need to time to cure that objects. Always it will be removing the material from top to down assemblies simultaneously. So the time which going to take for removing the material will be quite less. Okay, when coming to the quality, okay, the quality which we will get in additive manufacturing will be superior, will be high. Okay, the same even in the subtractive manufacturing also, the quality which you are getting will be high. but not that much high as we are getting in L2 manufacturing. Okay, so this is the main difference between L2 manufacturing as well as subtractive manufacturing. Okay, so I think this topic will be fine, and I'm concluding this topic with giving some conclusion. Okay, by giving some random differences. First one is, if at all I am taking the processing time is nothing but a processor. If at all I am taking for processing time for this L2 manufacturing is high. Why? Because it is taking very high time for getting a quality output, whereas this subtractive manufacturing will get low time for getting the desired output. And second thing is type of approaches. And in L2 manufacturing, the approach which you are using is bottom up approach. So which means we are preparing the bottom layer first and we are going from bottom to top. That is L2 manufacturing. Whereas in subtractive manufacturing, we are coming from top to bottom. That is called as a that is called as a top down approach. And while coming to the wastages, material wastage in L2 manufacturing is completely low. I will say it is negligible or 0%. Why? Because based upon the design, if I want to prepare this type of object, only this type of object will be printed. This type of layers will design will be printed. No any other material will be printed for any wastages, or there is any other process required to remove the excess material. Whereas in the subtractive manufacturing, there will be a lot of wastage will be there. Why? Because we are getting a block and we are removing the material from that block to getting the desired output. And in L2 manufacturing, the surface, when we talk about the surface finish, okay, in surface finish, while coming to this L2 manufacturing, the surface finish will be, if you are giving perfect finish 100%, then we will get a cute perfect surface finish like this. We will get a shiny surface finish. Okay, if at all we will give some random 10% surface finish or 5% surface finish, then we will get this type of objects. We will easily clearly view these layers. So that depend upon the operation or procedure we are giving to the L2 manufacturing. While coming to this subtractive manufacturing, the surface finish which you are getting is perfectly 100%. Why? Because there is the machining, the milling machine, the cutters will be performed up to its extent to get the best surface finish which we actually desire. And while coming to the toolware, in L2 manufacturing there is no any toolware will be found. Why? Because we are not using any tools here. So all we are using is a nozzle and a molten metal. The molten metal will coming to the nozzle and it is pouring in this aspect. So there will be no any wastages in this 3D printing. But when coming to this subtractive manufacturing, the wastage will be more. Why? Because the tool will going to contact this workpiece directly and it will be rotating rapidly. So the movement and the interaction between the tool and the workpiece will finally, because of, will get this shape because of the integration. So because of the tool touching this workpiece, the toolware will be there, and the toolware will be depending upon the type of rapid rate we are giving. Okay, and while coming to the design flexibility, if you are going to prepare some complex shapes like this, so I think this will be a complex one. Like I am giving the example, this one is a complex one. So if you are considering this design, and so in L2 manufacturing, it will take very less time, very less effort, not actual time, very less effort to print that type of concepts. Okay. Whereas in subtractive manufacturing, if I want to prepare this type of object, okay, whether it is in a plastic, whether it is in aluminum or whatever it may be the raw material, I want to prepare this type of output by using subtractive manufacturing. Then all it needs is a skilled labor, skilled mission. Perfectly CNC 5-axis machines will be needed for getting this type of output. Even also we are getting that type of machines. For getting this type of output is somewhat very difficult when compared to L2 manufacturing. Okay, and while coming to the quantity of the production, so if at all I want to prepare these type of objects 1000 in a day, it is difficult to produce this type of objects in L2 manufacturing. Why? Because it is a time taking process. It is a very slow process as well as perfect process, but it is a time taking process. Because of the time taking, so it is difficult to produce that type of quantities per a day. Whereas if we are opting this subtractive manufacturing, it is quite easy. Why? Because it is all you need is a directly mission, so it will perform the operations continuously in a less time when compared to L2 manufacturing. Okay, while discussing about the raw material for L2 manufacturing, so as I said, raw material for L2 manufacturing, so it will be like so many, the vast will be there, the plastics, composites, biodegradable materials, where ferrous and non-ferrous alloys which will be melted, okay, and can be drawn into wires. That will be used for 3D metal printings, and some biodegradable materials for using for some medical surgeries also. Okay, this will be done by the additive manufacturing. While coming to this subtractive manufacturing, there will be no linkage, there will be no stoppage for additive subtractive manufacturing. Why? Because we can perform any type of raw material, any type of operation with the raw materials, different type of raw materials. We can choose aluminum, we can choose bronze, gold, platinum, okay, anything we can perform in subtractive manufacturing. While coming to the rate of production in additive manufacturing is slow. Why? Because as we already discussed, it's a time taking process, it's a slow process. By because it is following stereolithography. Stereolithography is nothing but it is a process of curing the object by layer process. Because of the layer by layer process, it will be taking much of time. When we are discussing about this, when we are discussing about the subtractive manufacturing, there will be no time delay will be there. The rate of production will be high. Why? Because it will definitely continuously remove the material according to our wish, our cycles, production cycles. And here finally, when we want to prepare this type of operation, operator skill is not required. Why? Because only a design engineer directly give the design, and the operator will be converting this design into some STL file, and he will upload it in this 3D printer or design some casting method or whatever it may be, the final output mission, and he will draw the output. Whereas when coming to the subtractive manufacturing, the worker need to be skilled. Why? Because of the worker only. So if I want to prepare this type of object again in CNC machine, the worker need to be skilled. Why? Because where exactly he needs to pause the machine, where exactly he needs to run the machine, that will be calculated by the help of worker only. So with these concepts, additive manufacturing as well as subtractive manufacturing, both will play a crucial role in manufacturing, but up to some extent. So for some process, additive manufacturing is best. For some process, subtractive manufacturing is the best. For higher production rates, for higher quantity rates, subtractive manufacturing is best. For the quality related objects, additive manufacturing is the best. Okay. So this is what the concept of additive manufacturing as well as subtractive manufacturing. Okay. Thank you.